20,000.
But first, here on News 11 at 4, a traffic stop in Swansea leads to piles of unloaded guns and a suspect who police say was wearing body armor. News 11's Kelly Hoskins has more on where police made the disturbing discovery.
The Swansea police chief says as a part of the investigation, officers tried to pull the suspect over, which led to an arrest and seizure of multiple guns and drugs. Take a look at the items seized during a traffic stop on North 159 in Swansea on Saturday. Investigators say 44-year-old Joel De Jesus Diaz from Swansea was wearing body armor and had at least 6 loaded guns in the backseat of his car, with high-capacity magazines, ammunition, and a small amount of cannabis.
When he was conducting the traffic stop and made contact with the driver, there were some things that he noticed in the car, made some observations of a concerning nature, which then led him to do a search of the vehicle.
Following the arrest, a search warrant was issued, and more weapons were found in De Jesus Diaz's home.
You had long guns, you had pistols, there was some ammunition related to a shotgun, you had armor-piercing rounds, you had different calibers of pistol ammunition. So it just kind of ran the gamut. It was very overwhelming, actually. The quantity that he recovered those, I haven't seen it in my career, and that's 25 years.
The chief says the officer who made the discovery should be commended.
He is very aggressive. He recovers guns all the time, but usually it's maybe 1 or 2. The fact that we recovered as many as we did and the quantity of ammunition was very concerning to us.
The St. Clair County State's Attorney's Office charged De Jesus Diaz with 6 counts of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon with body armor, the most serious felony charge in Illinois, and 1 count of unlawful use of a firearm projectile.
They're guns, right? So most of them you'd think that people would use at the firing range or just like to have personal defense, which they're afforded that right. But in Illinois, we have some laws about who can possess them and how you can transport them. And unfortunately, in this situation, this gentleman broke many of those laws.
At this time, it's still unclear what the suspect expected to do with those weapons, but this case was presented to the St. Clair County State's Attorney's Office, which resulted in those charges. Reporting in Swansea, I'm Kelly Hoskins.
Call all Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well and teach this truth with all honesty and sincerity. Salutations to your brothers around the 4 corners of the earth that preach this truth with all honesty and sincerity, great diligence, to wake up the whole elect of Israel. Double shalom to you, Akim, that come looking like the heathen, but you are in fact of the stock of Israel, and you hold near and dear this truth, and follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, wherever you may be scattered. Shalom to the few sincere Akwathium that listen and learn in silence, playing your creation role, as the Lord commanded you to, which is in all subjection and silence unto your husbands. It's your brother Azar from GMS St. Louis. I'm with another video, and this happened. I believe Saturday, over in Illinois. Not in a area where you would expect this, but hey, this place is going down. America, aka Babylon the Great, is going down. The rulers are wicked here, so you can just imagine more and more wickedness is going to increase. This story is it seems like it could have been another mass shooting. I've heard talking to different people around in this area that could have been a target for the parade that was going down St. Patrick's Day or whatever, some celebration they had. But however, this is what people are doing, man. This is what people are doing, resorting to violence. Now it could be propaganda just to ensure that the citizens of America are stripped from being able to arm themselves because we know what this devil has in store, man. He wants to be the only one that can um, inflict violence and don't want anybody to be able to resist his will. But however, there was a judge in Illinois. Let me see if I can find
Judge in Illinois just ruled illegal immigrants have the right to keep and bear arms. So rather than the circle with the line through it, we need like a thumbs up emoji there. The case is pretty simple. Police arrested an illegal immigrant living in Chicago with a gun back in 2020. They charged him for violating the federal law banning illegal immigrants from having guns. It's been on the books for a long time. Judge Sharon Johnson Coleman just decided the Second Amendment applies to him, the illegal immigrant, like everybody else, so he can have a gun. In her decision, she wrote that Humberto Flores.
Look at this. You black women still ain't tired of being used to carry out these detrimental decisions, man.
Received and used the handgun solely for self-protection and protection of property during a time of documented civil unrest in the spring of 2020, the summer of love. Court documents show Flores fired the gun at moving cars during the BLM riots in Chicago. He argues police officers warned him about looters who were approaching his neighborhood. Key to this ruling is that the judge says Flores' conduct heavily impacted her decision. He had no criminal record and was not considered a risk to public safety. This case is just one of many challenging that federal statute that prevents illegal immigrants from possessing a firearm.
Now, here it is. They are gunning like hell to take the firearms and the assault rifles away from law-abiding citizens, people that are here, that are citizens of this country. And at the same time, they open the borders up, letting millions of people from all these other countries come here, get funding, get housing. Now they can own weapons for their protection. But citizens can't have weapons for their protection. You see, it's showing that these people that are coming over here are just waiting to carry out some orders, man. They just waiting to carry out orders. And who the people they gonna be carrying the orders out on? I believe it's gonna be the citizens, man. Because all this comes from the elites up top, and it trickles down. You see, I saw another video of a woman getting arrested for putting squatters out of her $1 million home. So it's clear that this is by design. They want to ensure that max chaos is in the land. Let me go to this is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. You see? This devil Esau Edom, man, he know his time is up. He's seeing the chariots. He's seeing the prophecies come to pass. He know his time is up. So what is he gonna do? Like always, resort to violence. He's just setting the stage so that he can carry out his purpose. He's just setting the stage. But the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, they're gonna have the last say so in this. But you see just how this thing is moving right along. Let me go to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And saved from what? From the impending danger that's about to happen. From the destruction that's about to come to the world. You see? All these people that's talking about they saved and sanctified, all filled with the Holy Ghost in these churches, man. You're not saved until you're saved from this destruction that's about to happen. Then you'll know who is saved. Let's go to the book of Second Ezra, chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root shall thou see wasted suddenly. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day, and blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the people shall be troubled. And even he shall rule whom they look not for that dwell upon the earth, and the fowl shall take their flight away together. And the Sodomite sea shall cast out fish, and the noise in the night which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Do we not see all of this already? You have animals that just are relocating to places that they shouldn't be. You know, these women are bringing forth these monsters in the streets, man. You see them. You see these young guys out here, man. You see these young women or these young females out here today. They don't have no type of class, no decorum, no couth, no type of discretion, no type of manners or etiquette. Just degenerate reprobates, man. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinence, incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. One land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. At the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. And this is majority of everybody here, man. Nothing profits, man. You labor and labor and labor, and you just break even. But these are the times, man, and the wickedness and the violence is just gonna keep growing until the Lord says enough, man, and bring that judgment and destroy this place. Let me go to 15th chapter and the 14th verse. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see? And we at that time, man. We at that time, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And that's the next phase. They've been talking about these 15-minute cities, but see the people is hip now. So they have to create these situations to say, see people, this is why we need to take the gun. See people, this is why we need 15-minute cities. See people, this is why we need to be in all control and you just do whatever we say. Because that's what they're after, total control. And they're going to try to achieve it through chaos and violence. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And if men are afraid, what is gonna be happening to you women? You're gonna be terrified, man. You're gonna go back to that fragile, in subjection, submissiveness, submissive nature. Because why? Danger is present. Right now, it's a false sense of security. But if you look across the country, a lot of these cities, the police are saying we're not responding to nothing unless it's a death. So this thing is just right on schedule. You see? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what you see too, man. A lot of these people are, that vintage is failing. The things that they have been so accustomed to, it's not anymore. And people just feel like, hey, I'll go out with a bang. And also you have these people that are set up by the powers that be to carry out these acts because it benefits the elite's agenda. So I mean, now it's getting to the point where they don't even have to put somebody up to do it. These people are seeing, and they just losing it because of what's ahead, what they see ahead, man. Edomite woman was just arrested for driving her vehicle off into the river with her son in it, and got out and wandered around the street. And guess what her reason for doing it was? She didn't want her son to inherit their financial situation. I guess having nothing. You see? So the pressure is coming down on these people, and they doing things that they normally wouldn't do. Ultimately, the Lord put the spirit on these people to do this, man. And this is his movie. And that's why we be in the scriptures to learn how to navigate and get that knowledge and wisdom from the scriptures so we can maneuver correctly in these times, man. Let me go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 3. And just verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them. You see? The Lord is going to take care of his men, man, and their families that he has set aside to make it. Let me go to book of Isaiah. I was supposed to grab it earlier, but it's Isaiah 10:1. Woe, and woe means destruction. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. You see, this is an unrighteous decree, man, to say that people who are not citizens here have the right to protect themselves from danger, but the citizens here, you trying to strong arm and take away their right to bear arms. Why would it only make sense if you were targeting the citizens, man? You see, the new war is the war on the citizens, man. We had the war on terrorism, the war on drugs. Now we got the war on citizens, man. But the Lord has Esau's number. The Lord is going to pull his card, so to speak. Verse 3, and what will ye do in the day of visitation? What you going to do when the Lord visits, man? Just be judged. And in the desolation which shall come from far, to whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? The Lord is going to bring a recompense, man. And it is soon approaching. This is Proverbs chapter 28, and I'll start at verse 14. Happy is the man that feareth always, but he that hardeneth his heart shall fall into mischief. As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. The prince that wanted understanding is also a great oppressor, but he that hated covetousness shall prolong his days. A man that doeth violence to the blood of any person shall flee to the pit. Let no man stay him. Whoso walketh uprightly shall be saved, but he that is perverse in his ways shall fall at once. You know, and we seeing the fall of this perverse nation of Edom, man. We this is what we're witnessing, man. I'm gonna read verse 28. When the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase. You know, and when the Lord comes back to establish righteous order, you're gonna see righteousness increase, man. You also gonna see the perishing of the wicked. You know, the scriptures say that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, roughly paraphrasing, because it's about to be a persecution on righteousness, man. And knowing these scriptures and understanding these scriptures is how you're going to survive in those times, man, if the Lord is with you. But, you know, this lesson is just it's a warning, man, of the things that's to come, and it's only gonna get worse, man. That's why the Proverbs, matter of fact, 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. You see, that's gonna be our only help in these upcoming times, man. We see what this man is doing. You know, you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing about wickedness. You can't protect yourself from tyranny. Everything is being perverted, man. It's an attack on all righteousness, man. I hope this has been an edifying lesson. I'm gonna say Kwam Yasharala, Shalom, and the Bible Ball.